Hey, this is Hans from Dakota Angler and Outfitter. In this video we are tying the Quill Body CDC Adult Midge. We have a standard dry fly hook in the vise. We're using a size 18, but you can tie this down to a size 24. I'm going to use 70 denier ultra thread. Starting my thread just behind the eye of the hook. Taking it back to the end of the hook shank. Trim off our extra thread. At this point I'm going to tie in a stripped peacock Polish quill. I'm using olive in this video, but you can use gray or any of the other colors for that matter, but my two favorite colors are gray and olive. What I like to do with this, I got a little ahead of myself there, is lay this peacock quill along the side of the hook so that it extends forward to just a little ways shy of the eye of the hook. Once it's there, go ahead and just wrap tight wraps over that until you get just shy of the hook. You want to leave a little room for tying in your hackle and your wing at the front. Once your thread is up at the front of the hook, just wrap your peacock quill forward. Use kind of a trapping wrap with my left finger, trapping each wrap of the quill as it goes forward. Once I get to my thread, I can tie that off, trim off the excess. At this point, it's going to take a small amount of thin UV resin on my bodkin. Just put that over the quill. Really brings out the segmentation, but also makes it much more durable. I want to make sure I get all sides of that coated evenly, and then I can just zap it with a UV light. And you get a really nice segmentation. Now we're going to do our wing, which on these Midge patterns I'm typically doing 2 matched natural gray CDC feathers. Just match them up so the tips are even. There we go. And we're going to want these to extend just slightly past the end of the body. You can just measure that out and then switch hands so that you've got the CDC pinched between your left thumb and forefinger. Lay them right on the top of the hook. Tie them in. Then you can trim out the excess once you got them securely fastened to the hook there. And last but not least, we're going to do a couple wraps of grizzly hackle and some whiting grizzly saddle here. Tie that in just in front of the wing. Wrap 2 or 3 wraps depending on the size of your fly. Should be able to sneak in 3 here. Tie that off. And then we'll trim out our hackle after it's tied off. There we go. And we'll do a 3-turn whip finish. Trim off our thread. There we go. Nice little quill body midge pattern. Like I said, you can tie this a lot smaller. You get down to a 24, maybe even a 26, but 18s, 20s, and 22s work well for me on most of the trout streams and rivers I fish. You can tie this with any kind of Polish quill body that you want. I typically use the olive and the natural gray the most. So tie some of these up, go catch some fish.